Alright guys, so we're going to do a massive rat clean today, and then I took some pictures of showing you guys. This whole room is getting revamped. Carpet's coming out, we're going to lay linoleum down, all the racks are going to get stacked, and then from there, as you see I got a good light in here now. I went and got an LED, basically a big LED can that puts out about, 500 watts of 300 watts of lighting? Okay, 300 watts of lighting. So hopefully we'll be able to do good videos in here, and yeah, we'll get it going. So we're going to just get this cleaned up first, then we'll show you how we do our snake tub cleanings. Okay guys, so I contacted Superior Shipping Supplies, and what they sell is called the Repti-zorb pad. And it's this little pad, this little liner that you lay inside the tub, and they're supposed to soak up, urine and keep the tub clean. This is the idea of using these is they're cheaper and more sanitary than, say, using the Reptile Prime I currently use. So we're going to put them to the test. Here's what I'm going to do. My first rack over there I'm going to leave because they have the sand boas in them and I want them to have a substrate. But we got the two FP20 racks. One we're going to do with the Reptile Prime, and I'm going to open a dedicated bag just for that rack. So over the course of the next week or two, I can see how long it takes for me to go through one bag of Reptile Prime. And then in the other rack, we're going to use, actually these for the FP20, we're going to use these. And what we're going to see is how long it takes for me to use up all these as opposed to the Reptile Prime. Or what I should say is in 2 weeks, how many of these we used as opposed to the Reptile Prime. Now these guys are really nice. I will be very exclusive with you guys and tell you I did not pay for these. I told them I would do a video. I would give everybody a very unbiased opinion on both the Repti-zorb or Repti-zorb pads and what I currently use, which is the Reptile Prime. And they were very nice. They got these all set up for me and shipped them out. Again, I didn't pay a dime, but I'm not, so you know, I'm not being sponsored by any means. I just contacted them and said I want to try and use these, and if I like them, I'm going to continue to use them. I do think there'll be a much more sanitary method of taking care of your racks, so we're going to come to a shot. Now, as you guys know, I'm using TGR racks, and they have the Freedom Breeder tubs that have the cup holders in them. So I'm going to show you. Here's one of my empty tubs. Okay? So these should, in all actuality, lay right inside, and guess what? They do perfectly. They cut them. They're pre-cut when I receive them. So I don't remember the pricing. We'll get to that later. Right now, let's focus on how well they do, how often I have to change them, and then at that time we'll talk about the mathematics behind it. Is it more efficient and more financially sound to use bedding, or is it better to go with the Repti-zorb pads? I'm excited to find out, and I hope you guys are too. So we're going to add those into this cleaning video, and we'll update you throughout the next week or two. Hey guys, so here's what we do when we do this. This is our every 2 weeks, usually we clean the tubs out. We'll empty out all the substrate, and 1 week we're going to just empty out, spot clean it, throw them back together with a new substrate. And then the second time around, so basically once a month, we take and we use this stuff, which is called F10SC. I know we've talked about it before. It's a disinfectant, and we will spray all the tubs. Now, this takes 10 minutes of contact time to kill any, bacteria, viruses, etc. So what we do to make this easy on us, because we have so many snakes, is we pull out 3 snakes at a time. We put them into these little tubs, and they sit in here until their bin is ready to go. So what we're going to do, we have people come over, we go to expos, we check out other people's stuff from time to time. We don't ever want to get mites. So we have a mix of Prevenamite that we made. This is using permectin and water. I put the video up. Garrett Hartle, Reach Out Reptiles, he put a video up on YouTube about how to make this stuff. So what I do is I just spray the holding tub. That's it. We'll put the snake in there for the time being. And the reason we do this is because, you know, as we go from one to the next snake, we don't want to contaminate anything. If for some reason one happened to have something, I don't want it to go to the next snake. Or if it does, at least whatever mites go in here, they get killed by this stuff. So we will take the new tub after it's clean. We'll spray this stuff in the tub and add our substrate or the Repti-zorb pad, and we'll put the snake back in it. So that's how this is going to work. Alright, so F10, you go outside. And again, we do 3 snakes at a time because with 10-minute hold time, if we waited 10 minutes in between each rack, it would take us 3 hours or more to do this. So we put 3 snakes away, we spray off and clean 3 tubs at a time. That way it cuts our clean time down by basically a third. There's a little chunky monkey sand boa there. She's looking really good. Alright guys, something I want to add. We bought these Opticide Max wipes. And the reason we got these is this stuff is what's used like in hospitals. It kills viruses, bacteria. I mean, it says bacterial, fungicidal, virucidal, and tuberculocidal. So basically you wipe down the surface, which we use these to wipe down the racks themselves. And within 2 minutes, this will kill tuberculosis. And supposedly that is the hardest virus to get rid of. So this is another thing we use as far as wiping down everything. You can get these off of Amazon. I highly recommend them. I think this was 17 bucks. And there are 160 wipes. So we pull tubs out while we're doing the clean. We take one of these and we just wipe the inside and outside of the rack. And that helps to disinfect everything. Then by the time the tubs are ready and the snakes go back in, just slide them back together and everything is completely clean. Alright, so the F10 has been inside these buckets for 10 minutes. And we're just going to rinse them out now. We'll wipe them down with a paper towel. And then from there, we'll put a little bit of the Prevenamite on them. And these two we're actually going to use the Repti-zorb pads on, so you'll see that as well. Going to do before we set these back up, we'll take those wipes again. We're just going to wipe the outside of this container. You might ask why we don't use just the wipes on the bins, and we could. However, I still think the F10 is a very good method of really good quick sanitation. So we'll get this wiped down and get everybody back in. Alright guys, so after we spray the tubs, I want to show you these liners. This is going in the FB40 rack. And I mean, look at that. We saw the FB20s. And these fit just as well in the FB40 racks. Now, my tubs are a little wet at the moment because I spray them, but that's pretty darn nice right there. They drop right in. So again, we're using the Repti-zorb in the big racks. We're going to use them in the second rack with males. This one we're going to do Reptile Prime, and then we got Reptile Prime in with all the sand boas. And we're going to do a comparison over the next couple weeks of how everything turns out. Alright guys, so we're done. Looks like 2 hours is what we got invested in, about 23, 24 tubs. So I'm going to flip the camera around, let you guys see what everything looks like for the time being. And then from there, we're going to sign off, and I'm going to edit all this video so you guys have something nice to see. Here we go. So in these ones, we use the Repti-zorb pads. Look at that good looking albino black pewter. Boop. Pastel double het albino clown. Normal double het albino clown. See how well these fit? They're actually really nice. I like them a lot. And then the Kenyan sand boas, we went back to the Reptile Prime. That's because they like to burrow, as you can see. I do not use sand in my sand boa tanks. So there's that one. Another sand boa. And another sand boa in here somewhere. This one's really small. Actually, it's kind of long, but it's thin. Alright, this rack here, so we had that rack that's got the 3 ball pythons that are on the Repti-zorb, 4 Kenyan sand boas, and an empty tub. So we're going to have one, we're going to have one complete sand boa rack. Rack number 2, I've got them numbered. 1, 2. We're not going to, I mean, we can look at this one, but I don't have it numbered. So this is going to be number 2. This one is all male ball pythons, and they all are on Repti-zorb. So we'll take a peek in here real quick. That's our Orange Dream Yellow Belly Pin, Coral Glow, Yellow Belly Butter, Candino, Champagne Hat Pied, Killer Blast. Boop. Now this one, I just got 3 in here. So it's 3 to 3 is what we'll do. So we'll do these 3 bins against those 3 bins. I think that's fair. These 3 are going to be on the Reptile Prime. And this is our male clown. Boop. This is our male pied. Boop. And this is our female leopard. Boop. Bottom 2 are empty. And then this is our FB 1040. So this is going to have all females, all 4. The bottom one's going to be empty. But we got 4, almost all breed size females. Black pastel yellow belly. Should have bathed everybody before I brought him in here. See, there was some chips on him. This is our 100% het clown, Francesca. Pastel. Or nope, this is Hulk. This is our big girl. This is our big 2,500 gram pin. And this is our pastel female. She's in shed. So that's another good thing, is we're going to get to see how she sheds out. She always sheds good. So if she has a hard time shedding in there, that'll be another thing to think about. Because I don't want to use these pads and the humidity drop a lot. And if that's the case, then they won't be good enough for me. Because I don't want to have to deal with snakes that are having real bad sheds. So that's it, guys. I'm going to get out of here. It's time to go to lunch. I hope you enjoy this video. Hopefully it's informational. And again, I'm going to do a follow-up video, probably a couple follow-up videos throughout the week, just to give you an idea of what's going on as far as when they use the pad and how often I have to change them. So, have a great one, guys.